Hello everyone. So in today's video of chapter States of Matter, I am going to talk about thermal energy, then characteristic properties of gases, measurable properties of gases, and some gas laws. So thermal energy. Thermal energy is the measure of kinetic energy of the particles of matter that arises due to the movement of particles. You can say it is directly proportional to the temperature of the substance, and I can say that it is the measure of average kinetic energy of the particles of matter. Thus, it is responsible for the movement of particles. Three states of matter are the result of balance between the intermolecular forces and thermal energy of the molecule. If intermolecular forces are very weak, molecules do not come together to make liquid or solid unless thermal energy is decreased by lowering the temperature. And when the substance is converted from gaseous state to solid state, its thermal energy has to be reduced or temperature has to be reduced. At this stage, the intermolecular forces become more important than the thermal energy of the particle. If I am saying you intermolecular forces, it will increase from gas to liquid and liquid to solid, and I can say thermal energy decrease when I am moving to gas to liquid and liquid to solid. Now the gaseous state or the characteristic property of gas. We all know gases are lighter than solids and liquid. They have less density, lower density than the solids and liquids. Gases are highly compressible. The volume and the shape of gases are not fixed. These assumed volumes are the shape of the container. Gases even mix evenly and completely in all proportion without any mechanical aid. Gases possess the property of diffusion, which is the spontaneous homogeneous intermixing of two or more gases. The intermolecular forces in between the gaseous particles are the weakest. And the most important point is the gases usually exert pressure in all the direction. So this is all about the gaseous state. Let's talk about the measurable property of gases. The first measurable property is mass. The mass m of gas sample is measured of the quantity of matter it contains. It can be measured experimentally, and its SI unit is kilogram. Here, these are the number of moles. Formula given here, we can calculate number of moles. If I have given mass in gram upon molar mass, I can calculate number of moles by by taking number of molecules and Avogadro constant, and I can also calculate number of moles by taking volume of a given gas in liters at STP divided by 22.414 liters at STP. Next is volume, another measurable property. Volume or V of a sample of gas is amount of gas or the sample of gas which used to occupy the space. It is expressed in terms of liters or milliliter or centimeter cube or meter cube or decimeter cube, and its SI unit is meter cube. Pressure denoted by capital P, and we all know pressure is defined as force per unit area, or I can say that P is equal to F upon A. Pressure of a gas is measured by manometer, and the atmospheric pressure is measured by barometer. SI unit of pressure is Pascal or Newton per meter square, and this is the relation between 1 bar and Pascal. And 1 atmosphere is equal to 76 centimeter of mercury, which is also equal to 760 millimeter of mercury. Now Bar is also replaced by the standard atmosphere as the most convenient unit of pressure. Another property is temperature. It is the property of an object that determines direction in which energy will flow when the object is in contact with another object. In scientific measurement, the temperature is measured either on the Celsius scale or in the Kelvin scale. This is the relation between the Kelvin and the Celsius scale. Another property, density. Density is mass per unit volume. Its SI unit is kilogram per meter cube. In case of gases, relative density is measured with respect to hydrogen gas, which is called as vapor density, and this is the relation between vapor density and molar mass. And the another measurable property is diffusion. Rate of diffusion is equal to volume of gas diffused upon time required for diffusion. SI unit of rate of diffusion is dm cube per second or centimeter cube per second. Now gas laws. The behavior of gas can be studied by four variables, which are pressure, volume, temperature and number of moles. These variables and measurable properties of gases are related with each other through different gas laws. Uh, if a gas is kept in a cylinder, we can find out its number of moles, its pressure, its volume, and the temperature also. And the observed relationship between pressure, volume, number of moles, and temperature used to be summarized by certain laws like Boyle's law, Charles' law, Gay-Lussac law, Avogadro law, and Dalton law. So, we are going to study some laws here now. Boyle's law. In 1662, Robert Boyle carried out large number of experiments on various gases. He observed that at constant temperature, when the pressure was increased, the volume of gas was reduced and vice versa. So, according to Boyle, for a fixed mass, or you can say for fixed number of moles of a gas at constant temperature, the pressure of a gas is inversely proportional to its volume. Like here, or I can say here, P is inversely proportional to V. And for removing this proportional, I am putting constant K1 here. So PV is equal to constant. It means that at constant temperature, the product of pressure and volume of the fixed amount of gas is constant. When a fixed amount of gas at constant temperature occupying V1 and P1 values, V1 is volume and P1 is pressure, and after undergoing compression or undergoing expansion, volume is becoming V2 and pressure is becoming P2. Then we can say, according to Boyle's law, P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. Now, how pressure volume relationship can be expressed graphically? This graph is showing us that product of pressure and volume is constant at constant temperature, and this kind of graph are called as isotherm, which are plotted at constant temperature. For a given mass of a gas, the value of K varies only with temperature. If the product of pressure and volume is plotted against pressure, a straight line is obtained. And when pressure of a gas is plotted against 1 upon V, again straight line is obtained passing through the origin, which is showing in the diagram on the screen, where temperature and mass is constant of a gas. However, we used to see deviation in Boyle's law when we are increasing high pressure. We are increasing pressure, sorry. And I can also say here, According to Boyle's law, pressure is directly proportional to density of a gas, which shows that at constant temperature, if I am increasing pressure, the density of a gas will be increasing because the particle will start coming closer.